All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot and thank you for joining us today. I'm going to tell you the new meta guns of Call of Duty Vanguard. And this is just my personal opinion from now playing the game. Some of the gameplay you're seeing right here in a 17 kill match or tournament, if you will, of the new Champion Hill mode. And these guns, man, it's going to be pretty easy to figure out what the meta is. Obviously, this will change as the seasons evolve and all this kind of stuff. But it's for me, it's pretty easy to kind of tell already what's going to be the meta in this new game. If this is your first time joining me, man, please make sure you subscribe down below. Follow the channel, and we'd love to have you join our community and our live streams that we're doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then also leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think the new meta guns will be as well. So I've seen some people kind of upset with the type of sights and things that they're using, some of these red dot options and even holographic looking options on some of these guns. I'll just go ahead and say right now, man, I get it as somebody that loves World War II guns, but they have to make this game playable, especially for Warzone and those longer engagements. That it can't stay true to form all the way through. So that's what I'll say about that. I get where you're coming from. I totally do. But at least, like I talked about before in my live stream yesterday, at least like where Battlefield 5 was using women with bionic arms, Vanguard is using actual women that fought in the war. They're so they're trying to stay as true to form as possible in some aspects, but they're going to have to deviate a little bit to accommodate for the game and Warzone, which is going to be their bread and butter, no doubt. So let's talk about some of these meta guns. I think number one meta gun will be the STG-44. You got to think this is the first widely accepted assault rifle really ever, and the only reason it wasn't even more prominent in World War II is because Hitler really didn't think that that gun was going to be the deciding factor, and it took some sneaking behind his back and some other things to happen to really get that gun to the front lines. At that point, though, it was too late in the war, but it's an amazing gun in real life, and it's going to be the meta in this game. It's going to be one of the meta guns, no doubt. Fast fire. I mean, nobody had ever seen anything like it. You know, you had your submachine guns, you had your bolt action rifles, you had like the M1 Garand, which was an 8-round gun, but it was semi-automatic. This was a true intermediate cartridge assault rifle. And yes, it is one of those special kind of guns from World War II. No doubt it's going to be in the meta. Another gun that's going to be in a meta, another German gun, will be the MP40 or the MP38. We've seen the MP40 right here. This gun is special. It's a submachine gun, and it's going to be a meta gun, man. Pretty fast fire rate for an SMG, up-close battles, man, and those kind of up-close engagements that you want with an SMG. Pretty quick fire rate, easy to shoot, easy recoil control. Can't wait to see some of the attachments for these guns too and see how we all kind of build them out in Warzone. But the MP40, no doubt, will be a meta gun. Another gun that I think will be in the meta, especially once you start getting upgraded attachments, upgraded magazines and stuff, will be the BAR, which it was a U.S. service rifle during the time. Fully automatic, but it was more of a support gun. So those guys from World War II, a lot of them in the interviews that I watched, they wanted to have a guy with a BAR in their squad, you know, because you were able to put down a lot of fire. Even though they were 20-round magazines back then, you were still able to put down a lot of fire compared to your M1 Garands and carbines and all of that kind of stuff. So the BAR, I think, will definitely be a meta gun. The meta gun I think we will be the Sten and the Grease gun. The reason I put these two in the same category, they're both submachine guns, by the way, because the Grease gun was highly developed kind of off of the Sten being a British SMG, and the Grease gun being the American version of that. You got to think before they switched to the Sten, the Americans were still using the Thompson submachine gun, or the aka Tommy gun, which was expensive to make and super complicated. They were able to get GM involved actually to help make a lot of these grease guns, which were like 15 bucks compared to hundreds of dollars, even back then, for a Thompson submachine gun, stamped everything, and they actually ran really reliable. Slower fire rate, all right, so that may be kind of an issue. Maybe that will keep that one out of the meta, at least the grease gun, but super easy to control under recoil. I still think these two guns will definitely be meta guns. So I really wanted to keep this to 5, but one bonus gun, the Kar 98K. Of course, this has been a staple since Modern Warfare 2019, and it will continue on forward. This will probably be the sniper rifle of choice. Remember that the Springfield 1903 is heavily based off of that Kar 98K as well. It's pretty much the same, a little bit different sight setup. As a matter of fact, the U.S. had to pay royalties because the bolt and that action, they actually stole, not really stole, but they actually used it without permission, essentially stole that design from Mauser. And so the 1903 and the Kar 98K, those are your sniper rifles to definitely look out for in the meta. And then the last two that I'm going to mention, the FG42 and the MG42. The MG42 being a light machine gun. The FG42, I think it's classified as a light machine gun as well, I would think. These are two German guns as well, and the Germans just had amazing engineering in their firearms. And these two guns, fast fire rates, especially the MG42. This is known as Hitler's Zipper, and it's going to be another one of these incredible type of meta guns for sure. The FG42, I think, will be as well. So again, I wanted to keep it to 5. I'm interested to see what guns do you think will be in the meta down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.